Welcome, Pop-Up Culture Shop. Today we're going to be watching how I lost $1 million starting an esports team from Disguised Toast himself. All right, let's jump into it.
I spent $1 million on my esports team and made a total of $0. Hi, I'm Disguised Toast, and today I'll be telling you all about how the esports industry is one of the worst things you can get into. 4 months ago, I announced that I created an esports team and that it would cost me $500,000 to run it for a year. Well, since then, I decided to also pick up a League of Legends team, and everyone told me that that's the second worst idea I've ever had. The worst one being starting an esports team. So if you don't know, a while ago, all 10 League of Legends team in North America voted to remove the requirement to have a secondary team, like a challengers team. It's called the academy team, where you basically foster and grow talent to one day become like pro players.
That was the whole game plan for it, but it really didn't. Like, two teams were able to make that work and to what it was supposed to do, but the other people, but for the most part, it was just for them to have a 10-person roster and not really utilize that as opposed to utilizing the challenge league for that. They rather just outsource other players and bring them to the main team, and that is it.
Thing is, this whole secondary team thing didn't really work out because it was just a place for old players to kind of retire. So it wasn't really growing new talent. So when Riot offered the opportunity to all these org owners, hey, do you guys want to keep this program going? They all voted no because what better way to save money than to fire your secondary team? You save a lot of money doing that actually. Problem is, this change was supposed to take place next year, but it happened this year and nobody told the players. So now there are a whole bunch of kids without a job in Los Angeles because they had to be in LA to be in this program. And with the esports recession in full effect, it's not looking good for the players, the orgs, the league. This move was so controversial that all the pro players protested by just not playing. The whole season have been delayed by 2 weeks. So when I see something on fire, when I see a stock that's like all the way
It's not even a stock, man. It's just charity. You're just throwing the money. You don't want that money back, basically.
on the most downwards trajectory possible, I think to myself, hey, what a great opportunity. One man's trash is another man's less
More trash for you. uh,
trashier trash.
I don't know how you could rescue this one.
But still kind of trash. I saw this, and as someone who has been playing League of Legends for like a decade, I want to pick up some of these players, that are now jobless, and kind of keep their dreams alive, and maybe bring some excitement back to the League of Legends scene. God knows they need the help. So that's why I started a league team. Sorry, sirens. It's the IRS. Wondering why I lost all my money this year. So then last week, my accountant messages me and says, Toast, we need to talk.
Russ is after you for sure. Joking, obviously, in a video game.
And I was like, ooh, that's kind of scary. Why are you talking like that? Well, he told me that I'm actually on track to spend $1 million this year, double of what I was expecting. And he sent over this spreadsheet with all these red numbers, and I noticed that in the revenue section, it was all blocked out. And I asked him, why did you block it out? He said, well, it's not blocked out. There's just nothing there. You're not making any money. And well, how do you actually make money in esports? Well, if you look at any esports org in North America, all of them are either broke or going broke. And I do mean all of them.
All of them, like legit. It's very hard to make it profitable. Though what a lot of teams have been doing to get more notoriety and more marketing is getting streamers that just make content on the side and make content for them. The most successful one is 100 Thieves, but they do so much drops. They do clothes, they do keyboards, they do juvie. They have so much leverage and sponsorships backing them up. They got Chipotle. Um, they got so much that they're the ones barely breaking even, if anything. or trying to actually getting money back. All the other teams, they don't. They do swag, but not swag like them. The one that'd be second place would be Team Liquid. Shout outs to them, and I love their support staff. They helped me out with my previous order that got lost in the mail. Again, loves to the support staff at Team Liquid. But um, yeah, it's besides them, besides 100 Thieves, Team Liquid are the only two teams actually like making like content, but they're owned by Disney, so they have the power of the mouse and everything under the mouse's umbrella to their advantage. Let's keep going.
Like some orgs will try and like put on a front and say, "Hey, we're still good. We look good. Everything's cool here." Trust me when I say everyone is losing a lot of money. A lot of people are being fired. No org is safe right now. Layoffs are happening almost every week because if you can't make money, which no one is doing, then you need to stop spending money. A penny saved is a penny earned. So obviously my first thought is, well, why don't I just get some sponsors, as I'm sure all of you are thinking. It's like, sponsors.
Get it done, Tell us, we believe in you with that big brain. You got this.
Sponsors will give you money to run your team right because sponsors gave all these other teams money and to run their team.
Well, now I know where this is going. They got no return on that investment, so they're not gonna double dip into a second team. Yikes.
Hey, Mr. Sponsor, would you like to give us money and we'll display your logo on our social media or on our jersey and we'll promote your products? Well, it turns out that after 10 years of esports teams kind of lying, misleading is the nicer term, by saying, hey, give us some money and we're going to use this money, we're going to get this Korean player and we're going to win the world championship and you're going to be really popular. No one did that. The winning part, they definitely did the Korean import part. So 10 years of this, of orgs constantly saying, hey, sponsor us, we'll put you in our YouTube video. Problem is, YouTube video that these orgs are putting out, they get like 5,000.
They get no interaction whatsoever. I can't say anything because I'm a small YouTuber. Currently at 144 subscribers, 145 actually. I gained two earlier today. Thank you. Humble brag. But yes, they are not getting the interactions or conversions that these sponsors want in order to retain them. So whenever a second person comes to try to say, "Hey, work with us," they're like, "This one didn't work, so why would we want to work with you?"
Views. Here's an example. I don't know which example is gonna be displayed. I'm gonna leave that up to my editor. It's not me roasting these orgs, it's my editor, I swear. But man, there are a lot of orgs with YouTube content that aren't being watched, and a lot of them have a sponsor tied to them. And you look at the views, it's like 5K, and these orgs got paid like tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, to do this video. 10 years of this has made it so.
Not really any content teams on those ends. The only really content team that was happening back in the day was TSM. I love their behind the scenes videos. Watch those shows, watch that religiously. But that's just 100 Thieves. They're the only ones with the content house and the content producers. They have the whole shebang. I don't keep up with other teams to see what if they're producing, but man, it's really rough.
So, surprise, brands don't want to be in esports because they're tired of bleeding money. And I kid you not, I had an experience. We approached this very high profile energy drink brand who is currently sponsoring another really high profile esports org. And we went to them and we're like, hey, we noticed you're kind of in the esports space. We'll love it if you guys partner up with us. Here are our numbers. Our YouTube numbers do twice as good. Our Twitter engagement is 10 times better. And we only want half the money. So, like, can we work something out? And they said, sorry, we're leaving esports. And the only reason why we're still sponsoring this particular org is because our contract length. It ends next year, and we are out of here because they definitely did not deliver on what they promised. And that's pretty much the story across the board. Brands are scared of esports because they invested millions and millions into it, and they never got any significant return. And no team ever really stopped in the last decade and really asked themselves, hey, how do we really create a sustainable model? How can we be financial?
still in the baby, and it's hard to say it's still in baby phase with it being esports being a thing for over 10 years. It's still in the baby phase. Like right now, I'm on the back ender. Besides me making this YouTube content, I also have my main job. I also have my side job with my a partner of mine. We run an online card TCG front, where we're trying to get this one card player to be able to play on the side and not worry about the we wanted to play at the highest level possible without worrying about the card finances whatsoever. So we as a community are trying to sponsor this one kid and trying to make sure that he gets the best way possible, the best end possible. He's committed. We right now we're gonna have a TCG player, and it's for Bondi games. It's not for Yu-Gi-Oh. It's not for Magic. It's for another card game, which are fighting. It's still in the top five. It's just rough. We just got one guy. We're not paying him. We're just making sure that he has all the all the cards and costs covered for him, so he could go ahead and do these events. And then we have another homeboy that covers or at least splits. Or I think he just lets him go with him to the hotels and stuff for our out of state events. But yeah, it's rough, and it's just he's dealing with the staff of 4 people and a manager. I don't know how much more people he has on the second team, but we're just trying to get this one cat, and we're trying to make it. We're trying to make the TCG model sustainable for both us and the sponsored player, but we're still working on it. Guys, gotta get more players.
Financially responsible to our investors and to our sponsors. No, it's pretty much like, hey, we need money to get players. We need money to sign streamers. We need money to do this. We need money to
Yes.
throw a big party because it's all about how we are perceived. It's not. It's about money. How can you survive? All the
Yes.
orgs are now realizing, oh, we can't. So what I've been doing is I've been working a little harder on my own stuff. I've been taking the most sponsors I've ever taken in my career because every sponsor is like being able to pay for one more player's salary for the month, right? And it keeps the SG going and buys me more time while I figure out how to make it all work. Merch is another big thing that
Do merch. It actually works. Do merch. I'd recommend the pre-order model because then you're not sitting on dead stock. Highly recommend the pre-order model if you watch this toast. Just coming from a marketer myself, and I've worked with other teams as well. Pre-order model works really well.
people always point out, hey, do merch, get some jerseys, goddamn you toast, we want to spend money. Well, I don't think merch is something like that will solve a lot of these big points. It's like not a long-term sustainable model for
No, no, no. Just do drops. Just do drops so you at least set some greenage down. Maybe like once every half a year, maybe once every 3 months. Every 3 months, that's a good pocket of cash going into your pocket. Going back into your thing. I would collab with Mogul Moves, believe it or not. I would contact Ludwig because he's working on the whole content creator front to make sure that they handle all the logistics and all you do is do what you do. From my point of view, I applied for that. They haven't called me back, unfortunately. If anyone loves Ludwig, hit me up. I'm willing to work. Get some get some dirty time in. Let's get it.
esports. It definitely helps a lot. It's been proven to make a decent amount of money, and that's why orgs like 100 Thieves and Team Liquid, they're always constantly promoting their merch, and they're constantly doing a lot
Like I just said, 100 teams Team Liquid.
of drops because it's like a proven way and one of the very, very few ways to actually make money. But it also takes like minimum 6 months to create good pieces, good.
Yeah, it's a very big time investment, believe it or not. I had to work with 2 cats on making sports jerseys for a soccer team we have over here in local city, and we had to get so many prototype models until we were happy with the actual one. It wasn't just like just slap our logo and that's it. No, we wanted to make sure they were quality, high thing, everything. We wanted to make sure these kids were taken care of, especially from a low income community. We want to make sure that they have something that they could reflect and actually have good.
dropped. And while yes, I could have taken the DSG logo and slapped it on a yellow T-shirt and sold it for $20, and people definitely would have bought it. I've always been very fixated on providing higher value when it comes to like merch, like even my plushie. I like my plushie. I think it's very like well made. That the hat stays on. You got a big old mustache, sunglasses. It's nice. It's simple. It's high quality. I think I sell these for like $25. Maybe it should be $30 because of inflation these days. But I make a dollar, $1 from each of these, and these are constantly sold out. I'm just happy that people are happy.
That's dope. He doesn't care about. He doesn't. He's just like soda poppins. If you use the code POR on a store, you legit get it at cost, or he makes like $1 or something, because the website won't let him do it at cost. Yeah, good guy toast. Wow.
Happy with this. And it's the same approach I would take with the DSG merch, which is why it's taking so long. Please be patient. I will work on it. Still gonna take a while. It's probably gonna take 6 months from now. Maybe I'll get it out by Christmas. Who knows? But
Christmas merch poggers. uh, that's when people have money, toast.
the most important thing is when it comes to like these streamer relationship. Not that we have a relationship, viewers. I'm not parasocial like that. But our career is based on fans supporting us, and if I'm like gonna sell you guys something, it's gotta be worth it. My biggest fear is someone buying something off mine or like giving money to me in any way, but feeling like after, oh, this wasn't worth it. That would make me feel terrible. I did think of this
Evil thoughts. Pass by.
last way to make money that's worth looking into, which is OnlyFans, except without the boobs. So Patreon.
Patreon, just extra content, extra exclusive content behind the paywall, which you're basically doing with offline TV. I hope, I hope it's doing pretty good. I'm probably gonna try to do that too. Probably gonna help in a Patreon. The 1st of July. That's what I'm planning. Just because I want to provide content before I actually do anything. I want to have content prepped up for the Patreon before I do anything for it. But yeah, that's something definitely gotta do.
Patreon. Essentially, fans on Patreon usually pay a few bucks a month to see some cool and special content. Now, this concept isn't new with streamers or esports orgs, actually. You have streamers like Hassan, Lily, Ludwig doing Patreon for their podcast, but for esports orgs, they do something a little more how they perceive it as cool. I'm not saying they're not cool. I'm just saying like it's a little extra. But yeah, they create their own little platform and name it something like Cloud9 Stratus, Liquid Plus, the Sen Society for Sentinels. And it's the same idea, which is, hey, give us $5 a month, get some cool benefits like behind the scenes look with our pro players. Problem is, not a lot of people are excited about watching pros play 20 questions with each other as these exclusive behind the scenes look, because surprise, esports orgs are just absolutely terrible at making good content.
Yeah, they. Yeah, we could both agree that's not the stuff we want to watch. If anything, we want to see day-to-day routine. Uh, what do you, what can you expect to do? What are your goals for this month? Daily habits that are good. Maybe just some vlogs, just natural vlogs. We don't want this 20-day fiance questionnaires. Just do daily vlogs. I think daily vlogs are very consumable, very relatable, and people will eat that stuff up.
Content, and they thought like, hey, why don't we humanize our pro players in some way, and they do a bad job. But maybe the idea is good, right? Look, if there are thousands of viewers willing to spend $5 a month on millionaire streamers just for a little badge in their chat, maybe there are some fans out there that are willing to throw in $5 a month to keep a team going, a team they like, a team they support. Unlike
Amen.
other sports or traditional media, streaming entertainment has always been free. It never costs anything to watch anything. All these hours of streams and tournaments and events. And that's what makes streaming so unique. And that people only pay if they genuinely just want to support something.
Amen. Say it best, brother.
and that's something pure about that. So I'm gonna experiment with the Patreon, and all the money goes directly to the players and staff. During watch parties, I'll probably like put a little patron chat up on screen in the corner so that people who do support the team financially can kind of like be showcased for the support, like a weekly video where I give an update on how the teams are doing. So
Oh, I do want day-to-day operations from Disguised Toast. Give us that toast. I do want to see that. Um, and most definitely drop my $5. You could have those. Most definitely.
this week's video is probably going to be really depressing because our Valorant team.
Toast? Toast is just
Oh no! I heard his Valentine's been doing really bad. It was like his is doing really bad. Ludwig's doing really good, and the score is like 0-12. I don't know how true that is. Oh, and Tarek trying to help him out.
Where's money. I'll get you the fucking money, dude. Someone call John. Where's Broden? Where's Jody? Someone call somebody, bro! Bro, this team took him out, bro. These motherfuckers are shooting back all day long. Couldn't hit.
No, 0-7.
Still in his poor little heart, dude. He's just a team owner, bro. He wanted to do something different. He wanted to do something no one else could.
Did so bad. We went 0-11 in our last 11 matches. We did so bad that we got kicked out of the Challenger League, and we would have to re-qualify next year. So it's gonna be a sad one. Obviously, there are gonna be drastic changes made. It's gonna be a little spicy. Of course, anyone giving DSG $5 a month, in some way, you are an investor, not a legal investor. I want to make that clear.
Damn it! I was like, Poggers! I will get $1 in 12 years.
You are not owed any stock in the company, but
Come on! If I pay $5 for 1 year, give me $1 back in 3 years. You could at least give me some.
you will be given essentially the financials of the company. If you are really curious about the money breakdown, that is something I'm gonna make available, because if we are asking for fan support, then it is really imperative that we are transparent with how that money is.
The money's getting spent. That's fine. Ooh, free. If I give you $5, I get a piece of content. Finance content. I like a lot. And it sounds pretty interesting. I'm down to break that shit down too.
Spend how that we have to be financially responsible, and you guys will see in the balance sheet that we are paying our players a pretty low amount. Everyone that plays on DSG essentially take a pay cut. Everyone that works at DSG, so we have essentially 2 full-time employees have taken a pay cut from their previous job because it's just something they believe in, and I'm super grateful that they are taking a chance with us, and I'm hoping that with the Patreon we can
Make it sustainable. Make them do a weekly podcast though. Let's do the DSG podcast with the boys. With you when you pop up here and there. Making that Patreon exclusive, I think will make people come in, or just do what all other podcasters are doing. Do a session, then do a paywall session. Gotta get content going out there, bro.
maybe bump everyone's salary.
And I'm saying that because now I'm content filled right now. I'm busting 4 videos a day for the past 4 days. I've been doing 4 videos a day. One TikTok, one ReAct video, one small ReAct video, and then one 1-hour gaming session every day for the past 4 days. And I'm like, once you get it, you cannot stop. And the momentum, and just by doing that, I just keep seeing the momentum. My numbers keep going higher and higher. So it's just very rewarding. Especially being a marketer and not actually utilize. I haven't utilized my strats too much. I've been pretty simple brain when it comes to uploading. I'm not too much on my SEO. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just uploading and making it simple as possible. And I just need people to interact. When people interact, people get spread out.
Salaries up a little bit. So if you want to support the players, you can do so over at patreon.com/disguised. And yeah, that's my esports update for y'all. I'm really hoping in 4 months I'm not making another video titled "How I Spent $2 million," but who knows? If you want to watch our League of Legends games, we are playing on the weekends, Saturdays, Sunday, and Mondays. So please check them out if you are into League of Legends. I know most people in NA are not anymore, but for those still left, you can come check us out there. And yeah, I will.
I'll give it a gander just for you, Toast, for tomorrow, Monday. I'll check it out for you guys and see how the DSG League of Legends team going on. All right, good video, and I'm definitely giving you that $5 so I can go ahead and make another video. Can I not make a video with paid wall content? And if he says anything, if you write anything beforehand, let me know. I'll take it down. I won't even do it. But free game. And I hope everything works out for him because he's really trying to make this work out at the most positive way possible. I just think you need to collab with your content brethren and see how to make it work the best you can. I think you already have. I just think that you're at the point where you think you could try to do everything yourself. And I think collabing with people that you already trust and work with would be way better. But it's up to you. At the end of the day, it's whatever you think is the best thing for your team. Yeah. If you guys made it here this long, please leave a like, comment on this video what you guys want me to react to next, and subscribe. A lot of you guys are not subscribed. Yeah, let me go ahead and leave this guy a like. See, very simple. It even gives you like a little when you do it. Alrighty, guys, take it easy.